Hey everybody, this is Musa Raza and you're watching InvoNews podcast, and we have our guest today, Osama Bari. He is a Chief Technology Officer at DIFX. DIFX is world's fully insured multi-asset platform trading, and and so we'll move to Osama, and I would love to know more about DIFX and what you guys do and how it came to being. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much for the introduction. Okay, my name is Osama. I'm CTO of DIFX, DIFX.com. We are a cross-asset centralized exchange where you can trade stocks, commodities, along with the crypto. Why we started DIFX? That's the main thing, because the most of the exchanges are having multiple kind of solutions. Some is more offering the referral, rewards, and all. We were more working on towards the solution. What is the right problem in the market? So in two years before, like we and Mr. Jitu met, and Mr. Jitu shared the idea, and we discussed in the coffee shop. We were discussing that time at the coffee shop, what is the main problem? So Mr. Jitu background is a hedge fund manager, and he was doing the trading for the big families and all. So we found out that the main problem is someone who is doing trading with the Bitcoin and gold daily basis. And if you see the graph of Bitcoin and gold, that always go in the cross. So people are who are doing hedge funding in the cross asset trading. So they don't have any platform. They don't have anywhere. They have to always take a position in Bitcoin USD and then take a position in gold and USD. There are two different trades they have to make. So that was the one problem. Another problem was, if the fund, there was a biggest problem was in, like, if you are holding a cryptocurrency and you deposit in any of the exchanges, and if something happened and you are not able to log in, so your fund will be gone. For example, I will deposit. If something happened to me, my family will never receive that. It's a very long process and offline process. Okay. Some exchanges does offer offline process, and now they start talking about after all the exchanges, what happened in the last few weeks with the exchanges. Everyone now start talking about the recovery and all. We have this thing 2 years before, and we built a solution in the blockchain itself that's called nomination. When the nomination, people can nominate their family, loved one, and every record, everything we save in the blockchain. That can be audited. That's why we keep in the blockchain. And if something happened, they can cross-check. We can verify. We have a proper team who will verify. We will work with them, and they will get, the family will get the fund. Most of the exchange, I think this is the first and only exchange available in the whole world right now who's providing blockchain-based nomination program. That's a DIFX. That was our number one biggest USP. We have a clear intention from the day one that we want it to be a very transparent with our users. The transparency is our main agenda for all this thing.
So is there any blue chip stocks you're dealing in as well? Like, do you have any availability of blue chip stocks as well?
Yeah, we do have a solution on a MetaTrader where you guys, where anyone can come and they can trade in around 800 asset classes we have, and you can choose in commodities, stocks, forex, and everywhere.
Yeah, like I'm more of interested in blue chip ones. Not talking about the Apple. I had invested in Tesla when the Tesla was in a moving phase. It moved from 700 to 1400 like in a day or two. So at that time, I earned a lot of money from there. And that's stocks and crypto is actually the main interest that I have in. And right now I'm in a crypto investor as well, like maybe in Dogecoin, and one is Shipcoins. So I'm I'm waiting for getting it to the $1 soon.
That's nice. That's nice to know that. Yeah, it's people always invest in the ideas. Like you like the Tesla, what they were doing, that was real innovation, and most of the people wanted to be a part of that. And then definitely they will invest in the stock. That's the only option of best option for them.
Well, like
very good.
Why I invested in Doge, like that actually piqued my attention when Elon Musk jumped in and invested in Doge. That actually piqued my attention, and that phase I was the one who actually start trading crypto at that point of time. So yes, that's more about my interest in crypto. So like about recent crash in FTX, how do you think like it's going to be impact in the crypto world?
It's already impacted a lot of the exchanges. A lot of people have started withdrawing the funds from the centralized exchanges. It's definitely impacted very badly. And the CZ from Binance is also, he also mentioned that let's start working on the transparency side.
Yeah.
Proof of reserve in the market, regularities for the reserve funds. So everyone has started not talking about transparency, backup plan, failover mechanism, and all the possible ways to make sure the user funds are kept safe and secure anyhow.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. And we are like we started whole this project only for this idea. FTX crash actually is a tragedy for the crypto market, and this is a lesson for us. Every year or second year, we learn a big lesson. Previously, exchanges was getting hacked. Then the concept came in the market called custodian, and people started using custodian in order to make sure that the funds are safe, and if they will keep the servers, they might get hacked, and all the funds they will lose. So that was the one lesson. Now the lesson for us is like to let's make more transparent. Let's every exchange, everyone, to make more transparent and show all the data what they were having in the public. And most of the like websites like a CoinGecko, Hack and Proof, or Sir.play, they added all these features in the website, so now people can filter based on that. So this was the lesson, and this was the development of every exchanges are doing it, and we are definitely we are doing it. We have the main intention for this one only.
Okay, so have you added those services in your platform as well? The same kind of you're talking about the CoinGecko and the other platforms.
The CoinGecko, where the CoinGecko is not were showing all the exchanges list, they added a one more column called proof of reserve available. And it will be marked if the exchange was having a proof of reserve, and that is audited by one firm. Right now, we are working on the proof of reserve side. We are in the discussion. We are shortlisting the companies to get audit all our proof of reserve, and then we'll publish it in the publicly.
Okay, understandable. So, like are Coinbase and Gate.io also providing the same features as CoinGecko as well?
The CoinGecko is similar like a CoinMarketCap, that is an aggregator of all the exchanges that shows which exchange is having which rank.
Okay.
And the Coinbase, Gate.io, these are the
DIFX. These are the exchanges.
Exchanges. So the Coinbase was doing the same thing before as well. In the different forms called a balance sheet, and they were very open, very clear about that. The Gate.io is also announced that they will be doing, and they are doing it. And all the big exchanges, everyone is now started working towards this part.
Understandable. All right. So in the aftermath, like, of this incident, like $600 million were withdrawn for user wallets and FTX hacking and all. So how do you think the crypto world can gain the trust back of its users or not?
To be honest, we can't say anything because definitely there was a issue in the aftermath and all, but nobody knows like who owned which keys. We have no idea, we no clue about that, the ownership internally in FTX. So I probably will not able to say, but in order to mitigate all this thing, I would suggest to use the multiple wallets and audited smart contracts to always keep the funds. If you have the audited smart contract that is audited by someone, and always open for the bug bounties. So if there would be new kind of hack will come, so the people will report to you, and you have to just pay that the bounty rewards. And you can always keep your smart contract updated and secure. Number two is use the multi signature wallets. To make sure the one person cannot move on from one place to another place. As an organization, we have always a team, always a department, always heads. Everyone needs to be going the proper approval process. Number three, we should also use the custodian kind of services to make sure the third-party companies are also watching all the process to make sure like every single things is not managed by or controlled by one person. For example, most of the exchanges, the technical people are holding most of the things. That is unfair. Let's use the one central services custodian and let's have every party to work on that part.
Do you think like Trust Wallet is a good option?
Is one of the good option. Definitely is one of the good option to use Trust Wallet. But everywhere is a pros and cons. If you use a Trust Wallet, you probably needs to be have more advanced in order to make sure like you keep your secret key very securely. If you write down and you will take a mobile photo, you're using iCloud, a family iCloud, or anything like anything can happen. So make sure if you're using Trust Wallet, understand and read the instruction carefully and read and
everything will be ripped off.
Yeah, always keep your secret very carefully.
Yeah.
Decentralized definitely is one of the best solution, and the centralized exchange is also one of the best solution. I keep both as equivalent because as a normal user who is coming to the platform, for example, you started your Dogecoin, started your trading with Dogecoin.
Yes.
I don't know where you started, but I can guarantee that you started with the centralized exchanges.
Yes.
Right.
I've started. No, I have started from Binance.
Exactly, centralized exchange.
Yeah.
For Binance. So because it's easy to load off the money, on-ramp the money and off-ramp the money, it's easy to buy, it's easy to access, easy to do or trade anything. So that is why people moving more towards centralized exchange, and it's decentralized exchanges is bit tough, bit advanced. So people always learn more about it and then do it. For example, you use email, right? Do you know what protocol is using email and what protocol, what kind of protocol you need to use while sending the email? You don't need to know because that's not a best solution.
Yes.
And not everyone knows that. Let's not try to teach people these things. Let's try to make a system where the one regulation comes in the system, they define and approve, give the green tick for the one process approval, and let's use it in a centralized way. That will be the like biggest move in order to onboard more new users.
So do you think like DIFX has something to do with just like Trust Wallet you said is a good option? So do you think DIFX as well?
We are now exploring the opportunities in order to provide users to connect their wallet with a Trust Wallet and able to trade. And there would be multiple things we are exploring, but that is down the side the roadmap of 2023. But the current one, we are more focusing on the existing roadmap, and we are launching multiple new things with the DIFX. For example, in the same mobile app will allow users to do trading in the same USDT balance. So people doesn't need to withdraw and then deposit into the bank and then load the bank money into the stock mobile app and then do the trading. We are allowing you to use the same fund, shared wallet, single mobile app for the both stock, crypto, and commodities, every trading, and more easy in terms of the user experience wise. Our main agenda is to make the blockchain technology is one of the best technology, like one in the top 1, 2. But building a application on top of the blockchain technology and making a solution that is much easier for users to use is the biggest challenge. People come up with big terms like Merkle tree. Not everyone knows the Merkle tree. People started doing, and it's become the keyword in the highest search keyword in the Google. Let's make the things like much easier manner to make the things, make the platform, make the products much easier and secure. All is required is like more regulations also. In order to mitigate all these things, more regulations toward decentralized exchanges, like proof of reserve, like people and everyone is doing because the Caesar said this is the good solution, and everyone agrees that. And I personally agree that that is a good initiative that everyone needs to do that. But if the one government and one organization will start focusing on these parts, they will be might coming up with the biggest, like one of the, like more solutions or one of the best solution. So these things will definitely improve slowly, but we will reach there. We are working towards the same way. We're just trying to make the system similar, like I can give you an example before. You use the email, but you don't know the protocol behind. But similarly, I want people to feel they will use the blockchain technology, but they will not feel that they are using blockchain technology.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty much impressed by the idea you are working on, like to teach people how to trade and how to, you are transferring knowledge, right? So it's a
Yeah.
good thing, I believe. So my next question would be recently how security concerns raised in the crypto world with FTX hacking can be addressed and mitigated.
It can be mitigated with a multiple way. The few things the people are working like proof of reserve, proof of reserve. That is a one option, uh,
Mhm.
and people can actually do the more transparent way. Like if there is a one wallet, who own that wallet, how
Hmm.
many signatures is required. This information also I think needs to be public. If anyone is initiating like, okay, we have a proof of fund, we have a 15 ether or 500 ethers, but it might be a one single private key will be owning that. One single private key own 500. So we need to make sure like threshold also in the proof of reserve that every wallet should not have more than a 10 ether or more than X amount of ether or more than X amount of the money. So if we will keep segregating this thing, so it will be mitigating this, and we just need to reduce the risk in order to do that. The third is like we always need to use custodians with the multi-signature wallet, and every multi-signature wallet needs to be authorized by all the core members and all the shareholders. Like what is the I don't know like every company structure, but in our structure we have the hierarchy and we make that process in the approval levels. Then only we execute a transaction, and we should needs to be publicize that. Not with the name because it will reveal the security, but with the wallet addresses, what all the wallet addresses needs to be signed in order to reduce one transactions. The third option, there would be a number of options. There would be an option like where we will be need to show, we need to start sending reports for every quarters. What was the total holdings of the user proof of reserve in the last quarter? What is the total holding is now? And what is the total they are expecting the new one? Everything needs to be transparent and needs to be sent by a report. Uh, like Coinbase does. So we need to learn a lot of things. I think the Coinbase is doing with their customers.
Oh, okay. Understandable. All right. So, have you heard the news like CZ Binance has announced and the industry a recovery fund? So, will it be enough? What do you say?
Recovery fund is definitely is a good idea. This is like the good idea. I said that we should always keep some of the recovery funds. What happened FTX or any other exchanges can be happened. So if anything happened to any product, there should be always some of the recovery money. But after the recovery money, I think there should be also insurance. That the insurance needs to also come into place, and they also give the big amount of insurance. If it is paid also, I guess like people will be able to pay that insurance also. Insurance and either the company or exchanges will pay, or either the users can pay. Users can also do that. I think there should be one more thing. Insurance is missing in the whole process, financial process.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. So, like, what are the after effects are you seeing in the wake of this event?
After effects would be the people will be aware more. People will be aware more about the security, more about the awareness. I'm counting this is as an awareness program that happened in the last few couple of weeks, and that is a lesson for us to learn and make it much secure.
Yeah, the debt is very huge. It's around 8 billion, I believe. And CZ
Yes.
Binance land, yeah. And CZ Binance planned to buy FTX, but once he heard the news that it's 8 billion, then he gets stopped. No, I don't want it. Like I
Uh,
actually read it from one of the tweet on Twitter. That's
Yes, I personally don't want to make any comment because that the information that has been
Mhm.
come out to the CZ, it's not come out from official FTX that what how much was the balance sheet and what was the money they were having. So I don't think is a correct. I'm not able to audit that That is
Okay.
absolutely correct information. So I would not suggest any to say anything on it, but I would suggest to, if everything will be open, don't need to be shared the audit. So everyone is
Yes,
able to see that
exactly.
all the things, and it will be much more transparent. So I guess that's where we have to go. That's
Mhm.
where like that's the bucket is missing in every row. So everyone needs to pick up that as much fast as they can.
Yeah. So I believe like that was just a rumor by a generic person, I believe. I've read a tweet on Twitter. Maybe it's wrong, maybe it's true. I don't know. All right. So I just wanted to know about your team and the genesis story of DIFX. Could you please let me know?
Definitely. So the DFX, well, the DFX started 2 years back when me and Jitu met, and we were sitting in the Dubai in the coffee shop, discussing about idea problem that we need to solve. The main agenda for us about let's make a real problem solving, not another exchange will having the same reward option to onboard more users and run the exchange. If we are able to solve the real problems, then we will be able to actually attract and provide a new solution to users. So initially me and Mr. Jitu started, then we added one of our VP of Finance, Mr. Ashish, and we started with 2, 3 people, and then we go to almost right now we have around 85 or 120 total. If I will count, 120 people are working part-time, full-time, remote, and around 80 people in Dubai. We
Oh,
have 3 offices in Dubai, 2 in Business Bay, 1 in DIFC. DIFC office will be ready within a few weeks, and few team will be moving there.
oh,
So
nice.
the whole, I have a background of crypto. It's been like around 8, 9 years. I'm working in the crypto industry. I have built multiple exchanges. I work with a multiple team. I trained people as well in the blockchain from the different industry. So I bring a few of my old colleagues, and we build up all this thing, and we build up I think in the 6 to 8 months, and then we launched 6th September 2021
Oh, nice.
officially. And we have around 400,000 users currently, and 150,000 KYC users we have.
Oh,
So we are also listed in Coin Market Cap. I think our rank is around 60 to 70, between 60 to 70. We count as a big achievement for us in within a 1 year of launch. Like we reached to this level. Our main target to next year is to reach at least top 10 exchange in the Coin Market Cap and the CoinGecko. We are in the process with the CoinGecko listing, so we are not yet listed in CoinGecko, but inshallah very soon we will be there. We are in the process of that, and we are working more into the solution side that people actually needs. So we'll come up with a small features as per the people demand.
oh, nice. Good to know that. Quite impressive. It's 1 year journey, I believe. 2001,
Yes,
2021, you started.
2021, yeah, September.
2021, yeah. And it's 1 year journey, and you have achieved a lot. That's impressive. Yeah. So for our audience, like, how does DIFX stand apart in the market? Like, and
So the audience, the main thing is like we are the best for them to keep the fund very secure.
okay.
We just wanted, we have a lot of customers who are nominated. I think 10 to 15% people are coming to the platform or nominating the families and friends. So for example, you buy one Bitcoin and you don't have any intention to sell out. So you will come to the FX, you will sign up, you will do the nomination, and you will keep the fund. You know that you can slip very easily. Like you don't have to have any tension if you will hurt any news like FTX or any exchange is collapsing. You know that your fund is secure because we don't keep the fund, we keep with the custodian. If something happened to even to our servers as well, so fund are not moving anywhere. The fund is keeping server very secure. We use a Fireblocks. The Fireblocks is one of the biggest custodian. The Fireblocks is I think managing around $8 to $10 billion. And they have released an article about us as well, how we have grown from 5 million to 550 million custody and all. So that's how like we are just trying to manage and make everything transparent and the best option, best way to do that.
Nice.
The most of the customers review is they are waiting for the cross asset trading futures, and our team is working very hard to get it done as soon as possible.
Nice, good to know that. One last question I wanted to know, like, what, like, as per the situation is going on right now. So, what are the, platforms, crypto platforms involved in the asset management, according to this situation? You think?
uh, and the asset management situation, if you're talking about all this thing, most of the platform
To save themselves from these after effects, like, for example, like if you talk about DIFX, so what are the other asset management crypto platforms?
asset management.
Yeah,
The
crypto
asset management.
crypto platforms involved in asset management.
I think I don't. There would be really 2-3 platforms that would be that are working, but no one is working like a raw format. If someone is doing it, they are tokenizing their stock and then doing it. So biggest difference for us is and them is like we do the natural raw. So if you will buy directly, it will be same as like you bought a Tesla. It's the same thing you can do with the DFX as well. And most of the crypto platform who are doing this in the centralized or decentralized, they are tokenizing their stock and then selling it. If something happened to that smart contract, everything can collapse. So we follow the traditionals as well and the new generation as well. Our main agenda is to combine everything and to provide to all of you users, to every younger generation and the elder generation, everyone can use the same application under the proper regulated format.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much for your time. Have a nice lovely
Thank
day.
you so much.